The People's National Movement is calling for Tobagonians to support the Tobago Autonomy Bills before Parliament. On Sunday, the party held a meeting at the Calder Hall Multi-Purpose Facility where self-governance for Tobago was the focus.
The bills are not perfect, but they are a step in the right direction. This was the common thread by presenters at the People's National Movement's meeting as they called for a united voice in support of the Tobago Autonomy Bills before the Parliament. Member of Parliament for Tobago West, Shamfa Lewis highlighted the long journey towards achieving autonomy, noting the PNM has always championed the fight.
This is our party policy. This is not just the work of the Parliament. So you have our 22 votes, but our 22 votes not enough. You need 31, which means you have to convince 9 persons over on the opposition. And when you're done there on the opposition, it makes its way to the upper house, to the Senate, where you have a total of 30 persons, and a 3/4 majority must carry there too. So 3/4 of 30 is 23 members. We have only 15.
Member of Parliament for Tobago East, Ayana Webster-Roy outlined several benefits the bills will provide for Tobago, including community empowerment and preservation and equality of states.
Greater legislative powers give Tobago a level of management comparable to Trinidad's national government, or what we call central government. We almost have that same ability to create laws and to shape Tobago's future, just as how the national government does that. That is something to celebrate.
While Deputy Political Leader Ansel Dennis pointed to the financial gains.
Disingenuous people we have in the THA will tell you that if the government wants, they could give Tobago 6.8% of the national budget. We don't want a situation where it's about if the government wants. We want a situation where they are duty-bound and bound by the law to give us a higher percentage of the national budget. And the only way that can happen is if the law is changed. And the law that is before the Parliament moves the minimum from 4.03% to 6.8%.
An optimistic Minister Webster-Roy urged Tobagonians to get ready for autonomy.
I have a gut feeling that the bills would pass. I want to call on Tobagonians to prepare yourselves to benefit fully from all that greater autonomy would present to us.
On October 24th, the minority in the Tobago House of Assembly brought a motion to the Assembly calling for bipartisan meetings to discuss the bills with a view to lobbying for their passage. Caricia Douglas, TTD News.
The Tobago House of Assembly minority is calling on the THA executive to act on the motion that was passed in the Assembly's legislature recent debate on the Tobago Autonomy Bills.
And I'm calling on the executive to do as was passed by the legislature and the House on the 25th, to enter into bipartisan conversations with the Parliament and the Tobago House of Assembly, and I am proposing a deadline of the end of November 2024, because we heard that the Prime Minister signaling that these bills will come to Parliament and put to a vote very soon.
Mrs. Danielle Benoit urged the THA executive to present the amendments they are suggesting and let them be addressed.
Very little amendments were laid on the floor of the debate on the 24th. But if you have amendments, I am asking you to bring forward the amendments, because at the committee stage, when we go through the bill, clause by clause is where the necessary amendments will be made.
The minority councillor noted that if the bills are not passed, it will mean that discussions will have to resume, ultimately delaying improvements for Tobago.